it's summer and I'm back with a new video. It's going to be about procrastination. For the fellow high schoolers or college students who are struggling with procrastination right now, or who may not be struggling with it but may do it on occasion. And I've personally procrastinated plenty of times while I was in high school, and maybe a few times in college now that I've started, but not as much, because I stuck to these 7 simple steps that I think would help you guys. That's why I wanted to talk to you about it. And so let's just get started. Okay, my first step into stopping a procrastination habit is to pre-plan. I've always had to pre-plan my assignments. I've always had to pre-plan anything in my schedule, because I do procrastinate if it gets to the final countdown. If it gets to the final countdown, I always have to pre-plan. And how I pre-plan, I usually write it down. Sometimes I do daily schedules, and sometimes I just have my actual planner, which I showed you guys in my previous video, which I'll have in the description if you guys would like to watch it. I usually write it down in my planner, or I'll write it down in my phone, so I can stay on track for my whole entire day, and I can also get things done and get things accomplished. And so when I write it down, that's how I always start off. I always gotta write it down, or I always have to have it written so that I can see it and so that I can remember, because I will forget something as quick as any. So my second is to organize. I've always had to organize. I organize every day, like I just mentioned. I always pre-plan my day out with a good schedule. And to me, when you organize, you clear your mind. You don't have to think about as much stuff as if you kept everything in your head. I know it may sound redundant, like your parents saying, hey, you need to write it down in your agenda, or you need to write it down in your planner. But I'm saying it's so useful. It is so helpful when you write down your stuff in your organizer, and you just don't have to think about it anymore. Like, it's like, whew, it's gone. So with organizing, I always write down my assignments. I start organizing at the beginning of the month. So in college, you get a syllabus, and it's written out that you get all your dates until the end of the semester written out in the syllabus. That's the best way for me, so I can see what I'm doing, and that also keeps me organized, so I know that I can go out and eat at Chili's at Monday at 2 o'clock because I have nothing to do. And it's not a homework time, and there's not a studying time. So that's an important step to me, to organize out your time. My third step is to take breaks. I cannot keep on studying or doing homework for 3 hours. Like, it's me with coffee if I can go on for 3 hours. And what I like to do to take my breaks, some people may not like to do this, but I like to get on Netflix, and I like to watch My Reign or Shameless, or something that can keep me occupied and something that I enjoy. And I don't take big long breaks. I don't take an hour break. I'll take a 15-minute break. And I've always stuck to 15-minute breaks. They do good by me, and I never fail at them. So by taking a 15-minute break, it's just relaxing your mind. Sometimes I actually even go exercise when I take my breaks. But usually I'm taking a breaks at night, because that's when I usually do all my homework at night, and where I'm studying at night. And by taking those 15-minute breaks, you're basically just giving yourself time to relax. So you're not as stressed out. I can't go 3 hours, or I will be stressed out. So hopefully taking breaks could help you guys too. My fourth step, I'm looking at my little written out notebook of steps. But my fourth step is to get in a peaceful environment. I'm telling you, I have 3 little sisters and brothers, and they drive me crazy. So I cannot be around them when I'm studying, because I will never concentrate. They're just too cute, and they're too distracting. Girls and boys, you gotta find a place and keep you in the homework zone, as I like to say, the homework zone. So if you gotta find that corner in your bedroom, you better go to that corner, and you snuggle up with it, with a pillow, a blanket, your laptop, some coffee, or not, some water. You can drink some water too. Get to work. I would recommend getting in a peaceful environment, because it just keeps you calm. Cute word, zen. But definitely a peaceful environment is another one recommendation that I would have that's one of the best. I will procrastinate more in English than I will in history. I enjoy learning about history, so I won't procrastinate as much. So if I have a reading assignment in history, and I am going to read my history book before I read anything in English, because the English that I'm learning about now is so boring. It is the most boring I've ever had to endure. Extremely boring. So I'm going to read history before. And I enjoy history, so I won't procrastinate as much in history as I would in English. I would definitely recommend to start with your favorite subject and then move on to your more boring subjects, I'm sorry to say, but the more subjects that are not of interest. And I think that would also alleviate you from procrastinating too much, because no one wants to do boring things. So if you started with the fun stuff, I think it could kind of change your mindset into just getting it done with the boring stuff. But always start with the fun stuff. That's what I would think. Some people may start with the boring stuff and lead to the fun stuff because it's like more of a thrill, like you're getting from something really boring to something really exciting. So that's also an option. But I like to start with the fun stuff and then lead to the boring stuff. And it seems to go by quicker for me. That's my 5th step. My 6th step is to think ahead. If you know that you're going to have a small snippet of time in your day, maybe coming from practice or going to dinner, I would get out my book for history, or get out my book for English, or get out my book for math, or whatever you got to do, and just get a little bit of work done. I've always done that. I personally took karate for 10 years, and I've always had time from the car ride from my house to karate to get a little bit of work done. And I've always brought my book in my car, so I've always had that little snippet of time to get some work done while I was driving to karate or driving anywhere. So I would say get out your math book, get out your history book, and you read, girl, or boys, you read or you do. Option is to just, in those little snippets of times, just get something done. Get something done that's really quick, that you think you can get done really quickly. Because I know in college you need all the time you can get, especially if you want to have a little bit of a free time. You don't want to be doing homework on the weekends. I hate doing homework on the weekends because it just wastes my weekend time. Like, I always just watch Netflix. I need a life. Guys, you got any lives for me? Got any lives for me? You'll realize that you're not wasting as much time anymore, and you're filling in spaces that could have been wasted time, but now you're doing something productive. Last and final step is to think about the reward. Pleasure out of knowing that after I finish an assignment, and I won't have to do anything with it anymore. And that's just, I don't know, it just makes me so happy to think that I will be done with it, and I don't have to think about it, I don't have to hear about it, only except for my teachers, and it's just gonna be off out of my mind, move on to the next thing. That makes me super excited. It just helps relieve stress when you know that you got something done. Like, yes, I finished it, I have nothing to worry about anymore, I am done, and I just get so excited from that. So that would be my last step for you guys. From getting something done that you know in the past you probably would have never done. And I think that's just the most rewarding. And also getting that A. Like, I want my A's. A's are amazing. And those are all my steps for helping to stop procrastinating. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe to my channel and click that bell so you can get a notification every time I upload a video, and comment below, and remember, you're beautiful. Bye guys.